Hi, I'm Bradley. I've always loved motorcycles, but it isn't about motorcycles. It is about a long road to recovery I had to endure to get my life back. Have you ever text and drive? Have you ever seen a distracted driver on the road? I am a trauma survivor, and this is my story. It started like any other ride. First day of spring break, perfect weather, blue skies, 65 degrees, point one of those days that makes you smile. I was just heading to the DMV to renew my plates. A quick trip, nothing special. I geared up, started the engine, feeling that familiar rush. I had no idea this ride would turn my life upside down.
There were cars all around Bradley's motorcycle as usual. One driver was not paying attention to the road like she should have been. A buzzing phone had completely captured her attention, pulling them into a text message. Eyes down. Thumb scrolling, a split-second decision that would alter his life forever.
Oh my God! Oh my God! I just hit a motorcycle and the rider is down. What do I do? I did not see him at all. I have to call 911. I think I killed him. Oh, please, God,
Out of nowhere,
help me.
Bradley was swiped by a large van that literally turned him upside down and flying into the sky, only to crash hard on the pavement. Bradley didn't even have time to react. Just metal, a deafening noise. Then, nothing. Silence. Darkness. Bradley doesn't remember anything about the crash, but can only recall bits and pieces after people tell him exactly what went down. The driver who hit him stormed out of her car, shivering in shock and terror, screaming. That is when she saw Bradley's lifeless body on the pavement, thinking he was dead. Her body froze when she caught a glimpse of Bradley. When the police arrived at the scene, it was clear that both of their lives would never be the same from then on.
Hi, ma'am. We are with the Lincoln Police Department. I'm Officer James, and this is Officer Smith. Can you tell us exactly what happened?
Bradley remembers absolutely nothing from his accident. It's all a blur of loud sirens and flashing lights mixed with busy hands all over the place. Every breath Bradley took was a huge struggle. The ambulance ride was nothing but speed and urgency. The paramedics a whirlwind of determined heroic action to save Bradley's life. Bradley was heavily sedated on morphine and other painkillers, but faintly remembered two police officers visiting his hospital room. They came by to make sure that he had not died and was safe.
Sheriff's Department will issue a citation for illegal use of mobile devices while driving.
No charges pending against the distracted driver.
Hi, I'm Dan, an injury lawyer from Lincoln. I had a police report of an injury of a motorcyclist who was not at fault. I will file a claim with my associates to look into this accident injury case when the patient is in stable condition.
Hi, I am Officer Jessica. There are no charges against the driver.
Bradley felt completely disoriented upon waking up in the ICU. He had all kinds of tubes, machines, and beeping noises, irritating his already uncomfortable body. Medical personnel were running around all over the place, trying to improve his situation. Bradley felt pain in parts of his body that he never knew even existed. Bradley couldn't move, couldn't speak, and had no idea where he was. A terrifying thought echoed in his mind. Will I make it? Fear was a cold, constant companion. Through the passing weeks, doctors ran many tests on Bradley's brain. Bradley was unable to do the basic simple things that he used to be able to do, like speak in an audible voice or move his hands. Everything felt difficult. The doctors were particularly worried about traumatic brain injury, considering the depth of Bradley's accident. Bradley definitely knew that deep down, he had some serious problems.
Every day was a huge struggle just relearning how to do the basic things in life, like walking and using the bathroom, all while waiting for my bones to heal. It was quite a lot for me to have to process everything that was happening. I had to fight for every movement I made. All of these hard things made me slip into a pool of self-pity and depression.
In the beginning of recovery, Bradley's wheelchair was everything he had. Every step that he tried to take felt impossible, and his wheelchair became kind of like a support system he could depend on to help him move a bit. Wheelchairs have obvious restrictions, but even with those setbacks he faced while using his wheelchair, it felt like a step towards becoming mobile again. Then came the walker, shaky, slow, and painful. Every step burned. Bradley stumbled. Bradley fell. Bradley cried. But Bradley kept getting back up. One step today, two tomorrow. Each move forward felt like a huge victory.
Thankfully, I had a great support system reminding me that I was a fighter and survivor to help me go through rehabilitation. I was the victim of an accident that should never have happened if it weren't for a careless driver using her phone. The love, support, and encouragement I received from family, friends, and coworkers lifted my spirits and enabled me to keep pushing through when I felt like throwing in the towel.
It was a grueling few months going through inpatient therapy in the hospital. Bradley finally felt somewhat liberated going home. As his father drove him home, all that he could think was that recovery isn't a finish line, but it is a never-ending journey. The accident that was supposed to end his life did not break his spirit. Thankfully, he's still here and healing every day, learning to move forward with strength and gratitude. What did not kill him certainly made him stronger.
I am a survivor for a reason. It would be dumb of me to stay quiet about what happened with my accident. I am an advocate for safe driving. Our lives can change in a split second that you look down at your phone. This is why I share my story. If it saves one life, my pain has purpose. Don't look down. Your message can wait. Your life on the
And
outside.
someone else's
I thankfully am
cannot.
not physically handicapped. I can walk, drive cars, and go about my daily routine without much difficulty. I still suffer from trauma in the sense that when I see a driver on their phone, I can feel my heart race. It reminds me of that split second that changed my life. Now, I am much more focused on the road and never on my phone while I drive. I can only hope and advocate that others do too. No one should be hurt by distracted driving.